Welcome to Quiet Orbit Space Tour. My name is Christopher, and I will be your guide tonight as we journey to Aurora Calm. The night sky above us is a canvas of infinite shades, each star a point of light that dances with the rhythm of distant galaxies. Tonight, we are about to embark on a voyage through time and space where calm prevails over chaos and tranquility reigns supreme. As our spacecraft begins its ascent, you will notice the Earth below transforming from a vibrant globe into a vast expanse of darkness, punctuated by the twinkling points of light that are our planet's satellites. The air within the cabin is pure and clean, each breath filling your lungs with the scent of cool, fresh night air, transporting you to a realm where worries melt away like the frost on morning's dew-covered grass. The journey through space is not marked by the sharp jolts or vibrations of terrestrial travel, but rather by the slow roll as we align ourselves towards our destination. Each rotation of the spacecraft carries us further into the blackness, revealing nothing but the infinite expanse of space and the faint glow of distant stars that light the path ahead. As we continue on this gentle voyage, you will find yourself enveloped in a cocoon of silence, broken only by the soft hum of our engines and the occasional hiss of air conditioning. The temperature inside the spacecraft is perfectly controlled to ensure your comfort, setting the stage for what lies beyond a celestial haven where beauty and serenity are as infinite as the stars themselves. The view through our viewport shifts from distant suns bathing in the golden hues of day to the hushed silver of moonless nights, each celestial body casting its own unique glow upon us. Here, the colors of space take on an ethereal quality, a blend of deep blues and indigos that stretch endlessly into the horizon, reflecting the calmness within Aurora Calm. Our spacecraft is crafted from materials designed to minimize any jarring effects upon our senses as we make our approach to this distant world. The gentle swaying of the cabin mimics the rocking motion one might find on a small boat near shore, slow and steady, soothing the mind and calming the spirit. In Aurora Calm, light finds its purpose in casting shadows that dance across the landscape, creating patterns and shapes that echo the tranquil essence of this world. The air here is crisp but not cold, filled with the scent of ozone and distant wildfires, each note harmonizing into a symphony for your senses to savor. This is our destination, Aurora Calm, a place where every fiber of your being will be drawn towards its embrace, guided by me, Christopher, as we navigate through space to offer you an experience meant to bring peace and calmness during these precious moments before drifting off into a deep sleep. As I guide you through the approach of Aurora Calm, I invite you to allow your senses to gently unfold, each moment a serene exploration of this celestial sanctuary. The vastness of space enfolds us in its unending expanse, yet here at the edge of our atmosphere, we find ourselves enveloped by an exquisite dance of light and shadow. Before us lies a canvas painted with hues that whisper tales of calm, where the sun's golden rays touch upon this distant world just shy of midnight. A glow so soft it shimmers like molten silver, a gentle caress on the outer edges of Aurora Calm's atmosphere, which swirls in slow, almost imperceptible currents, creating an endless tapestry of shimmering ribbons that seem to dance across the night sky. As we draw closer, I invite you to notice how this luminous blanket dances above the landscape like a soft, flowing curtain. The air around us is thick with these light whispers, each photon carrying stories from deep space and the sun's warmth. This atmosphere not only shelters Aurora Calm, but also bathes it in an ever-changing symphony of colors, soft blues and greens that ripple like ripples on a pond after a gentle rain has fallen. The air feels thicker, its density hinting at layers that might be hidden from us if we were to venture into the heart of this world. In contrast to this inner tranquility, the surrounding light is both a marvel and a mystery, emanating from distant stars far beyond our reach. These lights seem like distant cousins, their radiance casting soft shadows across Aurora Calm's landscape. They illuminate not just the edges, but also create an aura around the planet itself, a halo of light that hints at its peacefulness, yet remains ethereal and almost otherworldly. Finally, as we approach this tranquil realm from space, I cannot help but notice the setting of cosmic clouds surrounding it like a protective mantle. These clouds, composed of ice crystals and frozen gases, create an array of pearly sheens that catch the light in dazzling displays. They seem to blend into the very fabric of Aurora Calm's atmosphere, almost as if they have been born from its own essence. The play of light between these clouds is breathtaking, creating a continuous ballet of radiance and shadow, a testament to the delicate balance and perpetual motion within this cosmic sanctuary. With each passing moment, you are invited to merge with this silent symphony of light, allowing yourself to be embraced by the calm and tranquility that permeates every fiber of Aurora Calm. The journey here is as much about peace of mind as it is a visual experience. For in these moments, we find solace in the stillness, knowing that within this radiant expanse lies the promise of serenity. As our spacecraft descends towards Aurora Calm with gentle efficiency, I see it like a silent sentinel awaiting us from miles above. It is a perfect sphere bathed in an ethereal light that softly filters through its atmosphere. The exterior of the vessel mirrors the calm colors of the surrounding celestial body, hues of twilight blue and soft iridescence that blend seamlessly into Aurora Calm's backdrop. The first hint of our landing comes as we begin to descend at a leisurely pace, almost imperceptibly lowering ourselves towards this tranquil place. I notice a slight tremor in the air around us, a subtle change from the stillness of space. This is a sign that Aurora Calm has begun to receive us with its unique gravitational embrace. The gravity here is not quite what we're used to. It's a gentle pull, more like walking on water rather than stepping onto solid ground. Each step seems to be taken in slow motion, as if time itself slows down for our arrival. I feel my feet touch the surface with a soft thud that resonates through me, almost as though I am partaking in a deep meditation. The fabric of space-time around us shifts imperceptibly, but it is this subtle change that marks our transition into Aurora Calm's domain. As we settle onto the planet's surface, the air feels both familiar and alien at once. It carries with it a faint scent reminiscent of distant galaxies, yet its density is so light, as if a gentle whisper against one's skin. The temperature around us is perfect for a deep breath, just warm enough to make our lungs sigh in contentment, but not hot enough to overwhelm. The sounds here are the most fascinating aspect of this arrival. Initially silent and still, the only sound I hear is my own heartbeat against the tranquil backdrop of Aurora Calm. It's as if nature itself has slowed down its symphony for us, allowing every single detail to be savored before our very ears. Now, the ground beneath my feet begins to ripple slightly with a dance that seems almost choreographed by the planet's own rhythm. Each ripple reveals more of this beautiful landscape, peaks and valleys that resemble the finest paintings in shades of silver, gray, and deepest azure. The air carries a whispering silence, occasionally punctuated by the faint rustle of nearby flora that sway with an elegance as if nature itself has decided to dance. As we make our way across Aurora Calm's surface, I am struck not only by its serene beauty, but also by its subtle complexity in every step we take. The light touches me differently each time it shifts through layers of the atmosphere. They are not mere colors, but whispers from a far-off cosmic tale unfolding before us. This descent into Aurora Calm is as much about arrival as it is about exploration, and I feel both humbled and privileged to be witness to its peace. As we begin our descent into Aurora Calm's embrace, I invite you now to look closely at the surface below us. The land stretches out in waves of gentle hills that seem to echo the softest whispers from dawn's first light. Each wave is a masterpiece crafted by eons of wind and water, their surfaces marred with countless small rivulets that have etched paths through the soil over time. In some places, these rivulets converge into larger streams, flowing lazily towards unseen destinations. They carry traces of minerals left behind as they wash over ancient rock formations, making them appear as shimmering veins within the Earth's skin. The air here is light and cool, a gentle breeze stirring just enough to keep the tranquility undisturbed by harsh winds. As you gaze out at these rolling hills from our vantage point, let your eyes absorb the colors of the landscape hues that blend seamlessly into each other, as if they were sipping tea from cups held close together on a warm summer day. The dominant shades are soft blues and grays, with subtle touches of verdant greens peeking through when sunlight catches them just right. As we move further in, you will notice how the earth itself appears to have been painted by artists skilled at working in twilight tones. These landscapes often seem to reflect the sky around us, as if they themselves were mirrors held up to catch the shimmering beauty above. The colors here are not stark and bold, but subtle and soothing, blending into each other with a fluid grace that makes one feel as though time itself is moving more slowly. Now let your eyes wander across these rolling hills where the ground seems to whisper secrets of its own. Here, you might catch glimpses of ancient fossils scattered about, their once living forms now fossilized remnants left behind by countless eras of change and evolution. These tiny pieces of history are scattered like beads along winding paths that meander through this landscape. As we continue our journey across Aurora Calm's surface, the terrain begins to reveal new facets of its vastness, undulating hills that seem almost alive with their subtle movement under the gentlest winds. In places where these rolling waves converge, they create small valleys or basins, each one a unique chamber within this grand tapestry of earth and sky. These valleys are often punctuated by small streams and rivulets meandering through them. As you observe these waterways, notice how their edges have worn down over time into gently rounded formations that give the impression they were sculpted by hands softer than those of human beings. They carve intricate patterns across the surface, but never disrupt its calm beauty. And finally, as we journey further across Aurora Calm's landscape, let your senses be guided towards a sense of peace and stillness. This world is not only beautiful in its appearance, but also in how it feels from within. The silence here is profound, broken only by distant sounds that seem to echo through these vast expanses of earth and sky. Let the knowledge of Aurora Calm's beauty fill your heart as we continue on this journey together. As we continue our journey through the cosmos, I invite you to allow your senses to settle into this tranquil expanse of Aurora Calm. Beneath us, a vast ocean of starlight blankets the planet in its soft, shimmering glow. The air here is thin but clear, and as it filters through layers of floating, iridescent clouds, it catches the very essence of our celestial visitor. Imagine standing at the edge of this ocean, looking out towards the horizon where auroras dance like miniature sunrises or sunsets. These phenomena are not merely flashes of light, but a symphony of colors that weave and shift across the sky with an almost hypnotic precision. Each hue is as unique as the artist's palette, from the most delicate shades of lavender to vivid bursts of emerald, each moment more breathtaking than the last. The most enchanting aspect lies in their slow progression. As you watch, these auroras seem almost sentient, moving across the sky with a deliberate grace that suggests they are not just a natural phenomenon, but a living entity within this world's environment. They often form intricate patterns, resembling woven tapestries against the canvas of starlight above. In contrast to this vibrant display overhead is the serene tranquility below, where the landscape seems almost muted by its own peacefulness. Fields of grass stretch out as far as the eye can see, their blades swaying gently in an unbroken breeze that carries whispers of distant secrets. The occasional glint from a crystal-clear river catches your gaze, its water reflecting the starry sky above with such precision and clarity. The very fabric of Aurora Calm itself seems to be woven together by these phenomena. They are not just highlights of our tour, but essential parts of this world's character, each one an invitation into a deeper understanding of serenity and peace. As we move forward in time, you will see how every detail contributes to the unique identity of this place, making it truly stand out among all others we may know. With a gentle nod towards the horizon where our journey's end awaits, I invite us all to remain with these tranquil moments until they have fully washed over us. In the hushed shadows of Aurora Calm, where the sun's golden rays slowly set over vast blue seas and green hills, you find yourself surrounded by a world that whispers in a language only silence truly understands. The air is as cool as your breath, filled with hints of distant pine and the softest ocean breeze. The sky above you transforms from a deep shade of indigo to the deepest of purples, before fading into midnight blackness, so pure it seems almost to glow. Gently swaying in syncopated movements that mimic the gentle lullaby of this tranquil realm, Leaves whisper secrets to each other as they rustle against the night breeze. Each leaf is a masterpiece of silken texture and iridescent sheen, catching light like jewels scattered across a velvet canvas. The air is thick with moisture from distant rivers trickling down into the earth below, creating an orchestra of tiny pitter-patter sounds that resonate through the stillness. Here, where no human footstep ever grinds upon this silent landscape, you are one with the night sky and its luminous stars. 1,000 miles away, a single spark ignites like a distant ember in the void above, unlike any other star you might have seen on Earth or elsewhere. It seems to pulse softly with an eternal heartbeat of light, casting long shadows across the horizon that stretch endlessly into the vastness of space. Around this star, Aurora Calm's inhabitants are not creatures as we know them, but a dance of cosmic particles and silent currents, elements so fundamental they define their very existence. These elements ripple together in patterns that shift and change with the passing minutes until finally, they settle into something akin to constancy. A series of tiny ripples forms upon the surface of the ocean, almost imperceptible at first, but growing stronger as it travels across the water's skin like a slow, gentle caress. These particles are woven together by cosmic winds that blow in unpredictable directions, creating an ever-changing tapestry of light and shadow. When they gather in certain formations, these elements transform into delicate clouds or shimmering tendrils that dance before vanishing just as quickly. They do not move as we might expect. Rather, they seem to be held in place by a silent yet pervasive current that governs their every movement. As the traveler drifts deeper into this realm of tranquility, you find yourself becoming part of this symphony of silence, each particle and breeze contributing subtly to the composition of this serene environment. The air is filled with an undercurrent of possibility, of anticipation for what might happen next in this universe at its very foundation. It's a dance that never truly ends, each moment more beautiful than the last as you watch and listen from within the vastness of Aurora Calm's ever-present silence. In this tranquil realm of Aurora Calm, the very first light of dawn whispers into existence. The horizon seems to ripple like a calm sea upon a summer's morning, its surface tinged with hues of softest pink and faintest gold. As if a gentle breeze stirs through the vast expanse of skies above, you see wisps of lavender and violet gently floating in this celestial display. These colors blend together seamlessly, painting the sky as a canvas where tranquility reigns supreme. As the first rays of light pierce the darkness, they dance across the surface like countless tiny mirrors reflecting back the morning's embrace. Each dot seems to pulse softly with an energy that is almost palpable, creating an interplay between shadow and light that feels almost otherworldly in its perfection. The air around you carries a subtle scent, perhaps of fresh earth or distant flowers blooming at just the right time. In this silent sanctuary, where time moves as slowly as your breath, each sound seems to be filtered through layers of silence. Here, the rustling leaves on nearby trees might be more like whispers from unseen friends. The gentle hum of life beneath the surface of Aurora Calm's waters could almost be considered a melody, composed for those who seek solace in its stillness. The flora that thrives here is not unlike anything you've ever seen. These plants seem to have adapted to this peaceful environment, their leaves and flowers shimmering softly with iridescent patterns that change subtly as they shift your perspective from moment to moment. Their colors blend into the surroundings without drawing too much attention to themselves, a harmonious interplay between light and shadow where each element complements the next. The fauna is equally enchanting, if not more so for its silence. Birds perhaps might be heard singing or calling, but their songs are softer than you've ever imagined, barely above a whisper. The wind carries distant calls of creatures that appear to speak in hushed tones, and these sounds blend into the backdrop with such care that they don't disrupt the delicate balance this space has created. As you take in all of these elements, consider how each detail contributes to your experience here, from the gentle sway of trees against the sky to the quiet hum of life below. In Aurora Calm, every element plays a part in creating an environment where one can truly immerse oneself in peace and tranquility, allowing thoughts to drift away with the currents of nature's symphony. In this moment, you are not just witnessing these wonders, you are participating in them, becoming a part of Aurora Calm's own tranquil atmosphere. Embrace every sensation. Let your senses guide your exploration, as if they were the travelers themselves, marveling at each new discovery and feeling its impact on their journey through this place of pure serenity. Breathe deeply into these surroundings, allowing yourself to absorb all that is here. From the colors so softly shifting in hues, you can barely discern between morning's first light and evening's softest glow. Feel your body sinking deeper into this space, where every breath feels like a balm on your soul, encouraging you to remain present, patient, and open. As night begins to fall over Aurora Calm, the colors may shift once more, painting skies with softer shades of blues and purples, as if evening's soft light is gently caressing this world. Yet in its transition, there remains a lingering sense of peace that continues to permeate every aspect, from the last echoes of birdsong fading into silence to the stillness of the air, where nothing disturbs its calm state. In this moment, Aurora Calm invites you to linger, not just through these words or images, but in your own being. Allow it to be a place where one can find rest and rejuvenation, a sanctuary that welcomes travelers with open arms into its tranquil embrace. Here, time slows. Here, tranquility reigns supreme. In the final moments of our journey through Aurora Calm, let your eyes adjust once more to the gentle glow that surrounds us, a calming dance of light against the dark backdrop of space. The sky above is painted with hues as soft as moonlight filtered through veiled clouds, shades of lavender and silver, each shade lighter than its companion before it, fading gently into the horizon where twilight whispers softly between day and night. In the distance, the silhouette of a vast expanse of crystalline icebergs catches your eye, their facets refracting the light like countless tiny stars suspended in a shimmering sea. The air here is still, each breath carried with a slow sigh that fills you with the assurance of quiet strength. The gentle sway of trees seems to echo the rhythm of your heartbeat, their leaves as soft as a lover's caress, whispering secrets of peace into the dusk. These are not just trees, they are giants in this world, ancient sentinels guarding what lies beyond. Their trunks and branches are gnarled and twisted like hands reaching out to touch you gently, as if to reassure you that despite the vastness of space, here within these boundaries, there is sanctuary. The horizon now stretches into a deep blue that seems almost too still for words. It mirrors your inner calm and unspoken conversation with yourself, where every thought feels like it carries weight, but at the same time, feels lighter than air. This transition from land to sky invites you once more into its fold, this time without any need to look back. The stars begin to twinkle in a pattern that looks almost too perfect for such vastness. A reminder of the cosmos' intricate dance within our own small orbits. And as we close, let us allow ourselves to breathe in deeply one last time. In doing so, you might notice how every breath carries with it a hint of the air here, cool and clean, carrying whispers of a place that has long since become home. It is not just your surroundings that change. Within yourself, there has been a transformation too. You have walked this path now, experienced its beauty, felt its peace. The final stretch brings you back to where you began, but with new eyes, those that can see the calm in every corner of space. As we approach the end of our journey through Aurora Calm, let us allow ourselves one last moment to savor its gentle close. In doing so, we honor not just the beauty this place holds, but also the peace and tranquility it invites into our souls.